Hi, welcome back to my channel Read with Shubham. We all want to speak English fluently, but we are busy. We are students, we are job holders, we have to do so many works every day. But people say that we have to engross ourselves into English. We have to practice English all the time. Then only we can see the improvement in our speaking. You can't practice English all the time. I can understand how you can, because your career is more important than learning English. So in this busy schedule, what type of activities you should do so that you can see the improvement in your speaking, so that your English speaking journey gets smoother. So in this video I will tell you all the techniques that I follow every day, and if you follow, you can certainly see the improvement in your speaking. Maybe not overnight, maybe not in 1 day or 2 days, but certainly after some month you can see the improvement. But you have to promise to yourself to continue this practice every day without feeling bored. So whenever you get up in the morning, your day could be started by reading books. Any type of book you can read. It could be story books, self-help books, or you can read newspaper. It's up to you. If you don't have any book, you can simply go to Google and search the books that you like and read. I know whenever you read books, you end up feeling very bored. You can't continue reading books for a long time. So if you feel bored during reading books, I have a solution for it. You have to listen to music. For example, you are reading books and after reading for 5 minutes you have felt bored. So at that time you can listen to music, but remember, it should be the English music only, not in your native language. And after that again you can come to read books. If you don't have much time, you can start your reading for 10 minutes, and after that gradually, when you become habituated in reading books, you can increase the time of your reading from 5 minutes to 15 minutes, and then from 15 minutes to 20 minutes based on your free time. And then if you have to do any work, for example, maybe you are a student, you have to go to your college or you have to go anywhere by bus, don't waste your time. Take your earphone with you. You can listen to music on the way to going to your destination. You can listen to podcast. You can listen to the same thing that you have listened yesterday. And apart from that, you can practice English in the form of thinking. Whenever I go to my college, whenever I go to a city, I go to a market, what I do? I think in English. What I think in English? I think what's happening around me. If people are working, I think that particular situation. If in the bus stand there are so many people, I think that particular situation in English. I mean to tell you that whenever I go outside, I don't think in my native language. I always try to think in English. Initially, you might not be able to think in English, But if you do this practice every day, there will be a time after some month you will completely be able to think in English. Believe me, just try this practice and see if you don't get the benefit. Okay, please do it. And I know you also have your smartphone, so don't waste your time by scrolling something that is not productive for you. If you watch any video on YouTube, watch it in English. If you watch movies, watch it in English. Whatever you like to watch, it is up to you. Your interest is on watching movies, watch it in English. Your interest is on watching cartoon, watch the cartoons in English. Your interest is on watching interviews, watch the interview in English. But the content should be in English, not in your native language. Okay. And the most important thing, that is the speaking part. I told you so many times, you have to speak more to get the result in your speaking. But that's the boring part for all of us. We have so many people, we don't feel interest in speaking because we most probably think that we are not good English speakers. We are making so many mistakes, right? But don't think about your negative outcomes. Your duty is to speak. Your duty to speak with people. If you don't have people to speak English with, you can speak English with yourself. But you have to speak. Look, you are matured, you understand what is the most important thing, that is the speaking. Okay, and I know what you do. You practice for 1 day, 2 days, and you are not consistent in speaking English. You make excuses that you are so busy, you attended your friend's wedding, you went somewhere with your friends. That's how you always keep complaining. This is not the time to complain. This is the time to practice English, to speak English all the time on daily basis. What we do, sometimes we think that we have practiced English for 6 days or 5 days, and you don't practice English on holiday, on Sunday maybe. You think that, oh, I have already spoken for 5 days, so today I will go outside with my friends, I will watch movie in Hindi, I will do any other work, but I will not speak English. Will it impact my speaking? Yes. If you don't speak English for a single day, this is going to impact your speaking very badly, very badly. So what you need to do to get your fluency on, that is speak every day. Don't skip a single day. If you skip, you can lose the balance. You can lose that interest in speaking English. Okay, so please, and try to make so many sentences in English every day. Every day you have to make sentences. Whatever you see in your house, whatever see you outside, try to make sentences with the words. For example, you are in a crowd, so what you can see? You can see people, you can see buses, you can see markets, you can see shops. So with these words, how you can make sentences. Try to make sentences every day. And now I should tell you about writing. Writing is also very important to make you creative. The people who are very creative, who are very thoughtful, knowledgeable, they must write something or the other every day. I request you to write just before going to bed. What you have to write? You can write about yourself, your hobby, your passion, your work, your family, friends, your subject. You can write anything, but you have to write. And when you write anything at that time, try to use the vocabulary that you have learned that day. That will help you to remember the vocabulary. Alright, so please do all these techniques. You can see I am in a tea garden, and in this tea garden I used to speak English a lot. I did not have any partner to speak English with. This tea garden has helped me a lot because I used to spend my time over here by talking to them, by talking to the animals, by talking to the nature. That's how I got my confidence. And I believe that we have lots of things to speak English about. Don't we have? We have. If you look around yourself properly, you can see so many things. You can describe them. You can speak English with them. But we are always ready to make excuses that we don't know English, we don't know grammar. If you don't know grammar, so why you are not learning grammar? If you are unable to make sentences, then why you are not making so many sentences every day? If you can remember the vocabulary, then why you are not following the tricks to learn vocabulary that I have already told you? If you don't have confidence, then why you are not speaking English with people? Why you are not speaking English with yourself? So please do. Until when you will keep making excuses? And there will be a time in the future you will regret a lot. You will think that you made so many excuses but you did not practice English at all. So this is the high time. Please practice English. You have internet, you have so many people, you can speak English. It's not that only foreigners can speak English. We can also speak English. We villagers can also speak English, especially in this modern era when we all have the accessibility of smartphone. Do you know, by using the smartphone nowadays people are cracking difficult exams, right? They don't need to have a physical teacher. They can have teacher from YouTube. They can learn so many things from YouTube. YouTube is a golden platform, but you have to be very mature to understand how to use the YouTube, how to use the smartphone. If you don't know, then definitely you are going to regret a lot in the future, and your life will completely be devastated one day. I didn't know how to speak English at all, but how I have learned, who helped me to become a good English speaker? This smartphone. I didn't join any coaching center. Nobody taught me how to speak English. I helped myself to learn English. Till today as well, I always practice English because I know if I don't practice, I might lose my confidence. And to keep my confidence on, I have to practice English every day. Every day I practice English for at least 1 hour. And I practice English in different forms, I told you. Writing, listening, speaking. Every things are the forms of practicing English. You have to absorb. You have to be very determined, very passionate that I will improve my English speaking at any cost. No matter what happens, I will practice English every day and I will improve my English speaking. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Till now, bye bye, take care.